Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos, Fathom, Hobbies. This is Season 13, Episode 4 of Eldritch Horror, and we are playing with the great old one, Azathoth, the Daemon Sultan. So, in turn 3, we had closed the active rumor. We had also closed the first mystery, so we can spawn the next mystery. Here, we'll read that right after a quick shout-out to Pontos Fathom Press, our channel sponsor. As you guys know, the channel's not monetized. Check out the first book of Giuseppe Balsamo's Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment. Again, these are standalone books. Introduction by Moldenhauer, Balsamo talking about Catu Journal's work of Moldenhauer. This necromancy of Nyarlathotep takes you through the confusions between necromancy, Cthulhu, the idea of resurrection, reanimation, Rising Rillier and Rising Atlantis, Emerald Tablets of Thoth. So yeah, check it out. It's a very interesting study in Cthulhu lore and ancient religions. Give it a try. You can also check out our Patreon, where you can check out support for the channel there. We've got lots of gameplay of Joan of Arc and upcoming miniature painting for A Song of Ice and Fire. We will be doing a Joan of Arc Dracula versus Dracula and Vlad kind of double combo for the end of the month. So we'll be getting that gameplay done. And yeah, looking forward to playing more games. As usual, like and subscribe and ring the bell to get notified. If you've come to this video out of sequence, just go and grab the playlist, Season 13 Eldritch Horror, click start, and you can watch everything from the beginning, from the setup of the game all the way through all the turns. So encourage you guys to do that. And let's jump into turn number 4. So we will start out with Charlie Kane. We will read this new active mystery. So the second active mystery says, The Voice of Azathoth. Most musicians describe this 18th century Italian opera as unplayable. It comes as no surprise that the composer was executed for heresy. When an investigator would gain an artifact, he may gain the Massa de Requiem per Shuge artifact instead. At the end of the mythos phase, any investigator who spends clues equal to the players and discards the Massa de Requiem per Shugi artifact solves this mystery. So whenever we get an artifact, we have to get this artifact instead. So this could drag on until someone finds an artifact. So next artifact, we have to remember to get that Massa de Requiem artifact, okay? So that's the active mystery. It's a complicated one to solve. We first need an artifact encounter, which I think could happen going through a portal, potentially. So let's see what happens. So we're going to have Charlie Kane. He is going to... let's have him again do another healing. He'll rest and then he can let's have him gain a boat ticket, and we'll have him gain a train ticket. Let's have him move to Arkham and cash that back in. So that's going to be Charlie Kane. Oh, actually, he can't do all of that. So let's just have him he just goes here instead. So he just takes that one train to Chicago. So he goes from San Francisco to Chicago, just takes one step. We will have Leo Anderson, our expedition guy, go off to combat the gate in Rillier. And we'll have Gloria Goldberg. She is on this ocean space. Let's have her head over to Buenos Aires, and she can have an encounter there, and maybe she can go across to Antarctica. Okay, that's going to do it for our actions phase. Let's flip into the mode of our encounters phase. We'll start off with Charlie Kane. He's in Chicago. Going to have a generic encounter in a city. It says, the police ask you for your help investigating a series of ritual killings. The grisly crime scene threatens to overwhelm you with chills and nausea. So let's have him roll the test. And he fails. If you fail, you can endure the horror and you lose 2 sanity. Well, great that he rested. So he did lose 2 sanity, and we'll move on from his. Going on to Leo Anderson, the expedition leader, with a combat encounter of the Shoggoth in Relia Risen. The portal is risen in Relia, and our man Leo is going to fight this. He's got quite a bit of strength here for this one, so let's have him do his first test. He passes the mind test. He gets a +5 for this one, and that gives him 6, and 5, 3. So there's 1 damage left there. He can also do a reroll. So reroll one of these dice, and he gets another 6, and that is going to kill the Shoggoth. Let's have him go through the gate of Rilia and see what he finds. And this is the Great Hall of Celiano. The book you are looking at is not on its proper shelf. You search the surrounding area, but after long hours, you have lost the will to keep searching. Okay, let's see what happens. He passes. If you pass, the tome was hidden in the back of the shelf. Opening it up, you find a series of handwritten instructions scrawled in the margin. You follow the kind of like the, what was that book? The Harry Potter. The Half-Blood Prince, where Harry's got Snape's school book with all the corrections to the school book, because Snape was such a genius. You follow the instructions to the best of your understanding. So he gets to roll this, and he failed. Oh, but he gets a + to this test. So he can re-roll that test. And he fails. Okay, and then let's just give him the chance to re-roll 1 die. And he gets a 5 with his re-roll token, so he does pass. If you pass, you close the gate. If you fail, you lose a sanity. If you don't fail, but he did use a lot of components to do that. So let's put Rilia to the bottom. Finally, let's give him a chance to do this clue encounter. He is in the ocean spot, so you overhear the navigators say that the stars are not as they should be. The ship is utterly lost. You believe you understand the significance of the new alignment of stars. Okay, that's cool. If you pass, gain this clue and 1 additional clue. Wow. If not, you become delayed. So he gets an additional clue and this clue. So now he's got 2 clues. And that is going to do it for his encounter phase. Finally, Gloria Goldberg is going to have a normal Buenos Aires encounter. The museum's curator shows you a unique golden jewel that was removed from the sea. You believe that the symbols on it indicate that something is hidden inside. So interesting. There's a symbol in a golden jewel, and she thinks that there's something inside. So she's going to do a test. And she gets a 6. If you pass, you reveal a small scroll, gain 1 spell. If you fail, you must have so she gains a spell, and she can get a incantation spell. It's called the Spectral Razor. Okay, so that is going to do it for our encounters phase. Let us move now into the mythos phase, final phase of turn 4. First of all, we're going to advance the active omen. There is a gate open. It is blue, so the doom clock finally moves down 1. So we're moving the doom clock. We have a reckoning phase, and no one has a reckoning because that spell was gone. And Azathoth does not have a reckoning. There's no reckoning on this active mystery, so that's fine. And then we move into the last one, spawn a gate. And Tunguska gets a gate spawned as well as a monster. 4. Oh, it's a liger. Okay. So it says you drop a penny into the peculiar mechanical device. The automaton waves its hand and turns over a card bearing the words, "Good luck is with you," the omen of good fortune. The lead investigator may move the omen to a space of his choice on the omen track without advancing doom. Okay, so we've got that is going to come next. Let's have him move it to here. So we'll go to red because we don't have a red one open, and next turn if we have an omen track advance, it'll buy us time. So that's a great one to have. That is going to wrap it up for turn number 4. It's getting exciting here. You can tell that the forces of Azathoth are rising. Our team is getting pretty lucky with collecting clues. We've had a couple of fails. Gates are getting managed, but we do have 2 open now, so we really got to get Gloria Goldberg down to Antarctica, and maybe having Charlie Kane head over to Tunguska. Yeah, I think that might be the plan for next turn. Let's check it out. Check out the next video, and we will see you in turn number 5. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.